everybody. I am Kelly Dakota, and I am here with Kelly Bebout, and she is one of the rock stars on my Posh team. And we are just going to get to know Kelly a little bit better and hear about what she's been doing with Posh. She's here for a reason because she's doing awesome. So she's going to enlighten us with what she's been doing. So Kelly, hi.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Oh, aren't we so cute? So
Yeah.
just like tell us a little bit about you, where you live, like your family life. Do you work outside of Posh, all that kind of stuff?
Sure. So I live in Martinez, California, about a mile away from Janessa, Oriole. And I actually met Janessa because through our kids, my youngest is the same age as her oldest, and they've been in school together for a number of years. So it just, we kind of ended up in each other's spheres. And Janessa turned me on to Posh, and I've got two boys. They are presently 11 and 14, and when I started with Posh, they were 10 and 14, just barely 14. And my husband, and we've been married for 20 years. We've lived in Martinez most of the time, and I have become very good over the years at being an introvert, and it was very, very comfortable to just come home and be in my routine and not go out and not talk to people, and I got really, really comfortable with that. And what I learned through a series of personal events last year was that I had lost myself, and I didn't really know what I wanted or how to express that or how to say that it was okay to make myself a priority. I had become so wrapped up in being a caregiver that I lost track of who I was. And I was really good at that.
Yeah, and you know what? I bet a lot of moms listening to this right now can relate 100%.
It's so easy to do because there are so many stereotypes that we are expected to uphold, and it's easy to fall into those stereotypes. And I don't know what it was about Posh that clicked for me, but I tried these products because there was a promotion going on where you got a bunch of samples and a coupon code for a free full-size product last fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked them. They made me happy. And I tried a couple more things and they made me happy. And all of a sudden I was paying more attention to Janessa's group. And I'm going, this is kind of a cool thing. So I joined primarily with the intent of having the discount. And then it was right around that same time, Kelly, that you did a You're All About Posh weekend blitz.
Okay.
And I fell in love with the community like that quickly. Just like, wow, these women are incredible. And there's this passion for these products. And there's this level of support and kindness and cheering on. And we don't necessarily get that on a regular basis in our day jobs for those of us who work outside the home.
Yeah.
And I just knew that I wanted more
of that.
Or even
people who don't work, they definitely aren't getting that either.
Yeah.
No, the stay-at-home moms who are isolated and not talking to anybody.
Exactly. And I've come to realize how important it is for us to build each other up, and that we don't sink when we put someone on our shoulders.
Ooh, I love that. I love that phrase. I haven't heard that one before.
So it was just, I fell in love with the idea of being part of a community. And I'm in therapy, and my therapist said, you have got to do something for yourself. And I thought it was going to be going to the gym, and that didn't happen, but it became Posh.
Mm-hmm.
And I am happy. People say that they can see and hear my happiness when I talk to them about Posh and what this experience has been for me.
And we have not met personally for everybody watching, but I have seen Kelly. She does videos in her Posh group that are for her friends, but I'm lucky enough that she put me in it, and I'll see her go live, and it's not all like pretty and polished. It's like usually late at night after she's home from work and has fed kids and had dinner herself and everybody's winding down, and she'll just jump on live and just, she talks about the products, but she's not doing a commercial for them. She's just talking and talking about her life and her husband and like work and trips that she's been on, not even Posh trips, just like her life, because her group consists of her friends who care about her and want to know about her life. And Kelly, you're so great at that.
Thank you.
And I really think that is a huge reason why you've had such success with Posh.
Well, for me, it was, another great thing about Posh is that you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be poised, and you don't have to be polished. We are real, and that is not only accepted, but I feel like it's encouraged. And so if I'm a hot mess, I will go on and I will say I'm a hot mess. And I will show that I'm a hot mess. And people, I feel like I give them the real me.
And they can relate to that. If you just jump on and you're looking perfect and like, I'd like to tell you about this new body cream. No, who is this? What is this? Especially people who know you. They're like, what is that? Like, they want to know you. And I feel like I do that in my videos as well. And when people meet me who haven't met me before, like if they meet me in real life, they're like, oh my gosh, you're just like how you are on your videos. I'm like, yeah, because just me talking to the camera, being me. So it means like, for anybody watching this, and especially those who might not even be in Posh yet, but you might be thinking about it, like, you don't have to become somebody else. Being the real you is actually going to benefit you the most, no matter what you think, no matter how crazy you think you are. Probably the crazier the better, because that's good entertainment.
I feel like being myself lets me build trust, because people know they're getting the authentic me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For better or for worse. Yeah.
And have you ever gone on and like actually not really cared for a product and just said, you know what, guys, I wouldn't recommend that one, or it's still great, but I don't like the scent, stuff like that?
I have.
Yeah. And that being completely honest, saying like, and it's hard because with Posh, we really do end up like truly loving pretty much everything. But sometimes you come across something that isn't your thing, or you just don't think it is worth it or whatever. And that's okay to say that.
Absolutely. I've been really honest with people about the products that I don't love the scent. And one that really surprised me was the Do Me Right So Soapy Bar. Uh-huh. Because I loathe any form of cucumber. Oh. And so I was totally set that I was not going to like this. I wasn't even going to try it. And I smelled it at Day Away in Vegas last month. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is everything. This is so good. I love this. And I told my folks when I went live on one of my lives from my hotel room that I was fully prepared to hate it. And I couldn't wait to order it.
That's awesome. I love that one too. I do like cucumber though. So that's very interesting to know. Good for me to know too. I like that. Let me find my questions here. Okay. So let's back up a little bit. You were using the products, you loved them, you enjoyed them. It was taking some time for yourself. Did you join? My question is, what made you join? Was it just to get a discount, or was there something else? Well, you said the group, that All About Perfect Posh group. Thank you so much for saying that too, because I do those events, and there's participation, and sometimes I recognize the names like from the group, and I might see them on my team, but I don't know if it was the group that made you join. So that's awesome, because we put a lot of time into that. And if anyone watching, I have a Facebook group on Facebook called All About Perfectly Posh with an exclamation point. And I every like 2 months or so, I just put up a whole bunch of new posts. We tell everybody like it'll be live for like a weekend. It's not this ongoing group that's just always posting. It's just like usually over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's not to get you to join our team. It's to teach you about Posh. And there is information about the business because that's part of Posh. But we start off with just what is Perfectly Posh? What does the company stand for? It's not just hand cream and lotion. It's good ingredients. It's saying no to bad ingredients. It's cruelty free, made in USA, doing good in the world with our You Deserve It Foundation. And we get into all of that. And then I bring in a lot of people like Kelly here, other people from our team to just do short little like 2-minute videos to tell anybody that's new that's watching like what they love about the business and about the products, about the fun, all of it, the community. And there's information about joining the business. So if anybody wanted to take a peek at that, I'll be putting this on YouTube if that's okay with you, Kelly, and I can put a link to that group in the whatever it's called, the caption of the video. And it's for anybody to jump in, and you just hook up with somebody that you want to join under. It's not to join under me. It's not to join under Kelly. It's just to sign up with anyone or just shop with anybody, learn more about Posh. Anyway, enough about that. Okay, so what's an unexpected benefit that you've got from joining the business?
Being happy.
Oh, I love it.
I spent a lot of time last year being really just angry with the world, with like goings on in the world and goings on at home and goings on at work. I was not a happy person. And the ability to share Posh and to be part of a community of women and men who just want to lift each other up, it means the world to me. It's everything for me. I didn't expect that I was going to be happy, that I was going to feel positive and have this thing that I enjoy so very much.
Oh, I love it. I love that so much. And I can relate. Posh has changed. I've been here for 3 years and it was different for me. I wasn't angry or unhappy, but it filled this hole that I didn't realize was empty. That's how I like to put it. The community, like you said, this whole new sense of purpose that I have of teaching other people that it's okay to take care of yourself, that you should take care of yourself. Seeing how the products can, it sounds cheesy when I say it. I always feel like sleazy kind of saying this, but it's true. Like people have told me how a product has changed their life. Like I'm talking about people with psoriasis, eczema, like other things weren't working. And if they don't have serious issues like that, just the scent of their favorite new hand cream, like how it just brightens their day. That's me. I like to just take a hand cream and just take a few seconds to smell it and just take a deep breath and chill. And and I forgot where I was going with that rant, but it's just, I love it. I'm totally in tune with you here. So let's talk about one more thing. For our people that are on our team that are watching, I'm sure they would love to know how you are like getting all these sales. So Kelly, I hadn't even mentioned, Kelly, let's see, last month in April of 2019, she hit monthly award, which is like a big, huge deal. It's not easy. You've got to sell a lot and you've even got to have people join you. And she pushed for it like up until the last minute. I was super excited to see you hit that last night. You maintained your rank of Pink +1, which is awesome. And am I missing something? Any other accolades?
I am so proud of monthly award. That makes 3 for me in the Posh fiscal year.
Yes, that's an extra bonus.
Yes. And For me, the bonus is lovely, but there was something about, okay, this is the last month we can get it because of the changes that are happening that I'm really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
And by golly, I wanted to be part of that last month. That was, for whatever reason, that was something I just locked onto. Call it a case of FOMO or whatever. But
Yeah, hey, I
want
do the same thing. Like, oh, there's a big shiny goal to hit. I need to do that.
Yeah. So for me, my sales are a combination of a few things. I want to make it really clear that I am new to direct sales. I've never done anything like this before. Like, I am the exact opposite of this. I work in human resources as my full-time job. So that was probably part of why I needed the joy of Posh in my life. But because I have done such a good job of building a cocoon around myself for so many years, I don't have a huge network. I'm growing it for sure, and I see it happening. But I need, if I'm going to do this and make it work for me, I knew that I needed to be putting myself out there. And I decided that the way for me to do that was events. So I do a lot of vendor events. I had a vendor event 2 out of 4 weekends in April. One was Easter weekend, so that there was nothing happening that weekend, and then the other weekend was Day Away in Vegas. I had a vendor event 3 out of the 5 weekends in March, and I've got an event every weekend in May except one, plus the first weekend of June. So I am booking as many events as I can and going to these and having products available for people to see, to smell, to play with. And so I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for everybody, especially if you already have a strong network. But for me, I'm buying inventory so that I can go to the events and sell it to folks.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been a choice that I've made that may not be right for everyone, but it's right for me as I build this business. I do a lot of sharing on Facebook. I talk a lot in my group about the products and, what they smell like, what they look like, what they feel like, trying to be as descriptive as possible. I listen to my leaders, Kelly. I have had such amazing mentors since I started, and all of you have something to teach me. And it would be foolish of me to come into this thinking that I know what I'm doing, because I don't. And so when you give me guidance, when you give me feedback, when you give me coaching, I'm like, okay, how am I going to incorporate this? Because you didn't get to the level you're at without knowing what you're doing. And
Yeah.
so I need to listen to you and take your feedback.
I was in your shoes. Like, I learned from the leaders above me. I am just sharing what I've learned along the way. It's not like I just came out of the womb knowing how to do this job. It's all a learning experience, and I'm constantly learning more because it grows and it changes, and things that used to work don't work, and there isn't one right way to do this for everyone. So the way I run my personal business won't work for everybody. So I do try to learn other tips from other successful people and then pass them on to you guys. So I appreciate like anybody who comes into this who's just like willing to learn. And Kelly, like, I know you've been hesitant. I know you've been scared, nervous, upset, like, but you share those concerns with us. You listen to our feedback and then take in what we're saying to make you feel better, instead of you taking our words and saying that, how am I trying to say this? Like, instead of brushing it off like, oh, they're just trying to make me quiet. But that's not what we're doing. We're saying like you had an event that didn't go well and you're upset about it. And that happens. And it's happened to me, and it's happened to when I've had parties. It happens to everybody. Some of them just don't go well, but it's not a total loss. You might have made one contact at that. Like when I gave you all of those tips, you were like, okay, all right, I got that. Thank you. And you take it all in and you grow and you keep moving forward. And I would love to talk to you about a little bit about Day Away. You mentioned Day Away a few times. Could you just explain the magic that is a Posh event, like a Posh event for consultants, for people who aren't sure what Day Away is? Because I know for a fact people that take the time to go to those events, it's a pivotal moment. It changes everything. It makes you excited for what's to come next.
Yes.
So just give us like a few little highlights from Day Away, or like what you got out of it.
Day Away was the second best Posh decision I've ever made. Joining Posh was the first, of course.
I love that. I love it.
So when we're in our groups and our VIP groups and we're talking about a new product and how much we love it, like I am obsessed with Buzz Peel, the body peel right now. It is helping my sunburn so much. There you go.
It's on my desk. I rub my feet with it like every other day.
Love it. That's how I'm getting the yucky dead skin off after my sunburn this weekend.
Oh.
So when we're in our groups and we're talking about these products, sometimes we've got engagement, sometimes we don't. And I think it's really easy to get a sense of, oh my gosh, why isn't everyone as passionate about this as me? Don't they understand how amazing this is? And you go to Day Away, and I'm sure Uncon's going to be the same way. You go to Day Away.
100. It's so much bigger.
And you are surrounded by people who have the same Posh passion that you do. And I came away with more excitement than when I was a brand new influencer. And the reason that I came away with more excitement is that now I know, then I knew what the products were. Like I had a foundation that I had already built as an influencer. And now I know what these products are. I know what they do. So, and it's
and you get to touch them first, smell them first, try them first. You get training on them. You get to listen to the people who created them talk about them. Like you get way more out of it than just reading a paragraph about it on the website.
Yes. I got to play with the products. I got to test some prototypes, which was so exciting, total unexpected benefit. And I got to interact with the people at home office. And seriously, for anyone who's watching this who has not interacted with the folks at home office, you are missing out, because these folks are incredible. They love what they do. They are passionate about what they do. They love taking care of us. And I think it means a lot to them to be able to get out of the office and come to one of these events and connect with us. They work
100%. I've been to a bunch of events and they love it. It's exhausting for them. It's like a whole extra, because they work very hard in their offices. But I always hear them say, like towards the end of things, like, oh, I just love like connect. They call us the field, and they love connecting with the field and just actually seeing that all their hard work is like driving us. And then without us, they wouldn't have jobs. So It's a give and take.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for everyone.
It really is. And to see how much they love what they do, to get the training from the people who develop the products, who market the products, who are able to talk about what they're doing. Like it meant so much to me to be able to approach Janae, who's our Chief Operations Officer, if I'm remembering her title correctly,
I think
and tell her
shipping.
That
she's the shipping lady, guys.
Yeah, the distribution center folks are killing it. Mm-hmm. The time that it takes them to ship an order is unreal. I know we say 5 to 7 or 7 to 10 business days before it goes out, but I have gotten my email notifications sometimes within 70 minutes of placing an order. Like, they are on it. And to be able to tell her that and to give that feedback at the top was fantastic. And
Oh, and I'm sure she really appreciated the praise, because I'm sure, especially for her, like, she hears about the mistakes more often than, hey, you're doing a great job. Because let me tell you, when I joined 3 years ago, it did take 2 weeks to get an order. And then there was a time where there were lots of random problems and it was taking a month. And then they would come and something would be broken or something would be missing. It was not a great experience for anyone. And it was, you can imagine, it was pretty hard to run a business that way. So the improvements that have been made in the last year and a half since Shonay came on board have been tremendous. It's so much better. So when somebody is waiting like set like 5 days, I'm like, calm down. We're not Amazon, but we're trying.
But we are spoiled. You know, home office takes such good care of us. And so to be able to see them in person and see how much they love what they do and how much they love our products and they love us. It's just, I had probably more energy, like I said, than I had as a new influencer. I was a consultant then. I'm an influencer now. New world.
We're changing words, everyone. Anytime somebody says this, I think of my friend Heather Sellers. I'm not sure if you've met Heather online yet, but you'll definitely meet her at UnCon. She's awesome. You'll love her. She's a good time. But she says that we just did it was kind of like a road show. It wasn't called that then, but a road show is just like a little event, smaller, that lasts a couple of hours on like a night. We did one of those a while back, and she was like ready to go, on fire. And she said she feels like she's recharged her Posh battery. And I always think of that whenever there's any sort of event or whatever, because that's how I always feel. No matter how like complacent or even like, I feel like, because it's a roller coaster. There are ups and downs, just like life, just like anything else. I always leave feeling fired up and ready to go every single time.
Yes, I
love the people. It's not just like, oh, I got to try a new product. It's connecting in person with this awesome community that we're part of.
Like, I didn't feel like there were any strangers at the event. We all had this amazing thing that is such an integral part of our lives in common. We were all there because we love this so much. And it just made, like, I went a day away completely by myself. I didn't go with a travel buddy. I didn't have a roommate. I was totally fine with that. I made the weekend for me and about what I wanted. And it was glorious. So it was lovely. Yes.
Look at you go.
To have the time away. And to take the time to just say, you know what, this is for me. This is for me. This is about me. And then to be with all of these other people who are so amazing and who love what they do and who are fired up, and to get to play with the products was just all the things, Kelly. It was all the things.
And you got to take stuff home.
Yes, I got to take
before everybody else got it.
Yes, I got a goodie bag, and you know, they've got the samples out, and you can take samples of some things home. So I was able to bring home samples of the Tribe Vibe bar, the Always Gonna Love You bar, and the Do Me Right So Soapy.
Oh, that's nice. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, they're just little ones.
They like cut off pieces and let you take them? Oh, that's cool. I don't think they've done that before. So just so you know, for UnCon, I'm told we're getting a giant thermal like cooler bag full of stuff, and it's going to be worth over $300. So I suggest anybody going, like, put a little suitcase inside your big suitcase, because you're going to need 2 suitcases to take them home.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
They spoil us rotten.
I cannot encourage enough how incredible it is to go and how valuable it is to go to these events.
Yep. Ditto. And you don't know until you go. You really, like, you get it. You really get it once you go. And then once you go, you never want to miss another one.
Never.
I was not in Vegas, and I was like, I go to almost all of them, but every now and then I can't go. And looking forward to UnCon though. All right, Kelly, we have been talking for a very long time. Thank you so much for all of your insight. I'm sure your story is going to resonate with a lot of people and
Thank you.
be helpful to everyone out there. Thanks again.
Thank
Great
you. Thank
talking
you for
with
your mentorship. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's what I love to do. It's my new purpose in life, helping other people succeed. Like, this is where Posh has brought me. So
it's pretty epic.
Yeah. All right. So I can't wait. I mean, I'll be talking to you like every day pretty much, but I can't wait to meet you in real life and give you a hug in August.
I am so looking forward to it.
Yay. All right.
I will see you at UnCon.
Yes. All right. Bye, Kelly.
Bye. Thank you.